Greg Harrison with USDA Market News Service here in St. Joe, Missouri with the National Feeder Cattle Summary this week. Looking at this week's feeder cattle market, calves traded very uneven this week. Calves ranged from steady to $5 higher to steady to $5 lower, while yearlings traded mostly steady to $5 lower. Many auctions are on a 2-week schedule, so we got a lot of auctions catching up with last week's losses as well. Cattle buyers started the week and throughout the week showed caution, as this week's live and feeder cattle futures on Monday had some good gains, only to see Tuesday and Wednesday turn decisively lower with triple-digit losses, and losses also in the box beef trade as retailers are preparing for the Labor Day weekend. Fat cattle market on Wednesday saw some trade in Kansas Wednesday afternoon, $3 lower at $1.52 on some live prices, and saw some live prices in Nebraska trade also at $1.52. So these losses are helping to pressure the feeder cattle market this week. Have we put in a top in our cattle markets? No one knew really how high this market could go, but we all knew that it would one day top out. Many would agree that this late summer calf and yearling market could have very well put in its highs for the time being, as this feeder cattle market has for some time continued to defy gravity, as we've seen these high altitude prices being paid for calves and yearlings. Still, demand remains very good for calves and yearlings. This week, many auctions still selling 700 to 800 pound yearling steers from $220 to $239. Had a near pot load of yearling steers weighing 710 pounds at Callaway Livestock Market Center in Kingdom City, Missouri, sell at $256. A lot of lightweight calves weighing from 400 to 450 pounds. Steer calves bringing well over $3. Got a lot of 550 pound steer calves trading from $270 up to $290. So the market still remains very good. And this beef market of this year has been a very demand-driven market, and that has been buying for an overall short supply of feeder cattle. Also this week, and of note, the Pro Farmer Tour is pretty much confirmed that we're going to have a record corn and soybean crop. So with a record corn crop coming on, good pasture conditions, and a short supply of calves, we're still got some optimism out there, and hopefully we'll see what happens next week. And we'll be back next week. Thanks for listening, and we can catch more markets at this website. Thanks for listening.